ECDL Advanced, Lesson 30, Display Formulas. This is the start of Section 7, the section on formulas, and we'll be looking at displaying and checking formulas, understanding formulas that produce errors, using mixed cell referencing, and creating custom number formats. To start with, let's look at displaying formulas. It is sometimes useful to identify quickly which cells within a worksheet are formulas rather than entered values, and to display the actual formulas on the screen instead of the results. This is particularly relevant when checking whether all formulas are correct. Individual formulas can also be displayed in a way that aids checking. Okay, I've opened the workbook Balance. To determine which cells in the worksheet are formulas, display the Home tab, and then from the Editing group, select Find and Select, and then Go to Special. From the Go to Special dialog box, select Formulas and then press OK. All formula cells are now highlighted, showing, for example, that the numbers in the Charities row are not simply entered values, but the results of calculations. To show all the formulas on a worksheet, display the Formulas tab, and then in the Formula Auditing section, select Show Formulas. All formulas will now be shown in full, and the columns will have been widened where necessary. I'm just going to select Show Formulas again to take us back to the original view. Alternatively, a shortcut to show formulas is Control and then the button that's underneath the Escape button. So I'm going to press Control, then the button under the Escape, and then again it takes us back to Show Formulas, and to revert back, Control and the button under the Escape again, and this will take us back to the original view. Ensure that the worksheet is in normal view, and then double-click on cell D16. The formula is displayed in the cell itself with color coding to show which cells or ranges are used in the formula. So, the reference to C16 is colored in blue, and the cell C16 is outlined in a matching color. The worksheet is in cell edit mode now, so that the formula can be amended by dragging the colored outlines to different cells, or by dragging the fill handle to extend the range. So let's have a look at that. If I look at the D4 that's within the formula in D16, if I select the whole of the section that's surrounding the D4, left-click and then drag, we'll now see that at the bottom in D16, the reference to D4 has now changed to F3, to F4, etc. Let's put it back on D4. What we can also do is to extend the range. So again, looking at the D4 at the bottom, let's see the changes that take place here. At the moment it refers to D4. If I select the fill handle, we will now see in the formula that rather than showing just D4 within the formula, it's showing the range D4 to E5. I'm going to revert back to showing just D4 for this section. At that point, after checking, either press Enter to accept any changes, or alternatively press Escape to reject any changes and then finish the editing. For the purposes of this, I'm going to press Enter so we're in the same position as we were at the beginning of the lesson. At that point, leave the workbook balance open, and we'll be using this again in lesson 31 when we'll be discussing formulas that produce errors. Okay, I hope this has made some sense. I hope you find it useful, and I look forward to seeing you next time.